All right, welcome back, kings and queens, y'all. Today, honey, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your man, especially if his name is Deion Sanders and if your name is Tracey Edmonds, because the block is hot. And when I tell you they say there's a shortage of black men, I guess it is. When you take the biracials, the black women, the white women, the Jane Does, baby, the Latinas, it seems like everybody wants a piece of a black man. So Claudia Jordan. Listen, Claudia spilled the tea, and Claudia Jordan is claiming that Tracey Edmonds asked Karrueche to her face, previously asked her. And not only was she a friend of Tracey's, y'all, she was an employee, okay? And Tracey, woman to woman, asked her, "Are you dating my man, my ex fiance, Deion? Because, girl, the streets are talking. And I couldn't imagine you doing that, Karrueche, because number one, we're friends. And number two, you are my employee, my subordinate, right? And I just want to know." And Karrueche looked at Tracey and she said, "No, I'm not dating Deion." And not only did she claim not to be dating Deion, she laughed. Oh, baby, when I tell you these hoes are a different breed, these women are a different breed. How you gonna go to somebody and work with them and steal their man? Karrueche stole this. Listen, did she? Karrueche. Now this was woman to woman. You 37 years old. That's where you look in her eye and you say, "Sis, I am. I am." You can't trust nobody these days. But guess what? We're gonna talk about it. For those of you who are just tuned in, or if you're new to the channel, welcome to the palace. I am Queen Sheba. I cover a variety of hot topics specific to reality television. But most importantly, I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience.
Subscribe now.
Okay, check it out. Check it out. We're gonna get into a little bit of detail that most of you are probably not privy to. I've been following your fave, Coach Primetime Deion Sanders for a long time. Must be the money. Listen, I've been following Deion for years and years and years, well before he had the show, Prime and Family. And guess who helped him get that show? Tracey Edmonds. Deion been messing with Tracey when he was married to Pilar. That's what y'all don't know. Oh, pull up a seat. Deion has been messing with Tracey when he was married to Pilar. So Tracey, I don't feel no ways about it. This is what happens. You see, when you battle with dogs, you get up with fleas. You was messing with Pilar's man, and now Karrueche is messing with yours. And baby, when I tell you there's no honor amongst thieves, these women are out of control. Is it that bad out here in the streets? But let me run it down to y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm going to run it down, okay? Full play. Deion Sanders and Tracey Edmonds, they met at a movie premiere party, okay? 7 years later, they were engaged. Are you following? Now, let me be the first to say that that 2012 date is the date that Deion and Tracey gave to the people. But I believe they met before then. However, whatever, okay? Let me make a correction. Deion filmed, because I assume y'all know, but you don't. Deion had two shows that he filmed. He had one that he filmed with he and Pilar as a beautiful, loving family. Okay. And that one was Deion and Pilar, Primetime Love. I watched that one. Okay. I felt like it was a very positive Black show. That was on Oxygen. And then he filmed Deion's Family Playbook. That's the one that Tracey Edmonds helped him to get. Okay. The one that he filmed on the Oprah own network. Let me just keep it like that. And it had 3 seasons. Now, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Tracey was all up in there. Okay. Tracey was with him at his court dates when he was divorcing Pilar. Tracey has been rumored to taunt Pilar. It was crazy, y'all. And I'm a Texas girl. I followed this thing from start to finish. So Tracey, I can't really feel too bad for you because you snaked that lady's husband. Okay. Number two, Karrueche, that's still not an excuse because she came to you like a woman and she asked you if you were indeed dating her ex fiance. And just because they were engaged, you owe that lady a reasonable explanation. To me, that's some nasty work. That's real low vibrational. And that tells me that Karrueche has a side to her where she don't give a damn. She don't give a damn, and she can be very manipulative and snakish because you did snake that lady, okay? When you had the opportunity to be honest and you chose not to be, period, point blank. So yeah, Deion dated Tracey for almost 12 years. Now, Tracey, I'm looking at you out the side of my eye and say, how in the hell do you allow a man to string you along for almost 12 years? For 12 years, how do you wear a ring for 12 years and never reach the altar? Now that's on you, Tracey. Deion called off the engagement, y'all, 2 years ago, December of 2023. And the crazy part, I've been watching Deion. Deion ain't no good when it comes to women, period, point blank. Never have been, never will be. Ask those ex-wives and the women in between. Now, I know y'all love him. He's a great father, probably. I remember in the past he had some very, very rocky spots with those kids when he and his wife divorced, but that's neither here nor there. Right now, he has very meaningful relationships with his children. Okay. So, Dion, you strung that lady along, let her get you a television show, pretended that you wanted to marry her, and then you called it off when you found something better. Tracey, that's still on you. Now he's dating Tran, whom he's yet to claim publicly. Here's my thing. See, you too grown to be playing these kind of games, Deion. You are 57, damn near 60. We saw her in the documentary that you asked your son, Bucky, to detail and record. If you weren't going to claim her, then you should not have included her in the video. That's just conniving to me. And I can see it even if nobody else can. What's the freaking point of having her there by your side like a family member only to deny her thrice, Peter? Okay? When asked if you are associated with Jesus slash Karrueche Tran. The girl was right there as he underwent his surgery to remove his bladder. She was on the video crying for her man while he was in the hospital. But in a recent interview, he denied her thrice, even disconnected the line, said he had a bad connection. He's childish to me. And Karrueche, I hope you're watching. I don't know where you think this is going, but it's going nowhere fast. If you don't know Deion Sanders, if you don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know me. Deion maybe giving her a little bit of kickback, but Deion is tight when it comes to his money. Deion is tight when it comes to giving women things. When he's ready to part ways, you ain't getting nothing. You better ask somebody that done pushed out kids for him. You ain't getting nothing. But I don't think Karrueche cares at this point. Now, I don't think he's going to. If he marries Karrueche, I will be shocked. However, he did say he would consider, or he's open to the possibility of having another child when asked by Roxy on their show. I would feel some kind of way if I were Karrueche. I'm here by your side. I'm helping you. I'm feeling for you. I'm having this emotional response and reaction to you being diagnosed with bladder cancer. I'm here for you. You got 5 toes missing. I'm going to need you to stand on business, literally, when it comes to me. I would feel some kind of way if a 60-year-old man who's humping me, who gets access to my body, mister, denies me. Who the hell you think you are? The level of arrogance. But that's on you, Karrueche, because you get what you get. You saw something you wanted. Now you're going to have to deal with it. And I don't think you know who you're dealing with, girl. I don't. But we're going to get into it, baby, because Claudia Jordan did not hold back at all. Let's take a look.
You want to do the last one, Erica? Because I definitely have something to say about this one.
Sure. Deion Sanders has been dropping videos about his cancer battle, and from the looks of it, he's flying solo.
That is not true. Claudia. I was surprised by it.
Erica, what do you think about this? Now, I know people are like, okay, yeah, I'll spit it out. Basically, Karruche Tran, who's a gorgeous girl, I like her as well.
Beautiful. And a sweetheart.
Yeah, she's sweet. Was by Deion Sanders.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if we can consider somebody sweet that's sleeping with their boss's ex-fiance, and then when your boss asks you, and you're also a friend of your boss, you deny it. Okay, but we're going to go with sweet.
Side after he had his bladder removal surgery. So I was just like, I could have sworn that I'm good friends with Tracey Edmonds. And I do remember Tracey hearing rumors about Karrueche possibly dating Deion. So she saw her at an event. I think it was Niecy Nash's event. And you want to do the last one, Erica? Because I definitely have something to say about this one.
Sure.
Calmly, just in conversation with her, she asked her if she was dating Deion, and she said no. She laughed it up and said no. So, it was kind of like to hear it and to see this now. And I do recall that that Tracey and Karrueche were cool. Like Tracey has put Karrueche in some projects. They're friends, I thought. So I don't know. Here's a picture right here of them two together. Can you see this? Can you see?
No.
Try to fix it.
Go.
Oh, let me fix this real quick. Let me do something real quick. I don't want y'all to see who sent me this, but
I was like,
and by project, she means like movie, television, anything dealing with production. Tracey Edmonds is a producer, television. I don't know if y'all know that. She produced Soul Food. She's produced a lot of successful projects that we've seen. Ooh, child. Imagine that, me putting you on as your production manager, being a good friend because I like you, and girl, you are so talented. And the first thing you do is go at mine.
I'm trying to do a lot right now. Hold on, I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second.
Come on, Claudia, you're ready.
But look at them too. Like they look very cozy. Like they were friends. Like that's Tracey and Karrueche.
Oh, baby.
Claudia, I can see the picture.
Messy.
Calmly, just in conversation. So, I mean, here's my. Are you sure you saw it? Do you see it?
Okay, so listen, I want to be very careful here because
Why do we have to be careful about some fuck shit that Karrueche Tran has done? Well, I'm just curious. This is what y'all are here for, to give us the tea. So why we got to be careful? And that's what happens when you get in bed, like with the likes of celebrities. You start watching like these people like Claudia and Carlos and all. You be like, how come they're hesitant to give us the tea? And then what it does is it waters down your blog and your platform. Screw them people. Put it all out there.
I had the honor and the privilege of hanging out with Tracey for your birthday weekend. She is a beautiful woman inside and out.
But you still have a job to do, and that's to make money for yourself. Listen, Tracey gonna be all right. Tracey is doing what Tracey does. Tracey is producing movies. Tracey is not revising her platform to appease y'all. But I guess that's just the notion. In order to stay in the room with these people, you gotta kind of watch what you say.
I'm curious if could be any other explanation that might not feel as much of a betrayal. I'm just asking.
Girl, stop. Quit playing now. I'm going to need you to remember who you are. A Black woman, a sharp, intelligent, smart Black woman. Use your critical thinking skills. I tell you what, put yourself in a situation. If you were engaged to Deion Sanders, and you were a production manager for Karrueche and put her on projects and considered her to be a really good friend, okay? And you were hearing rumors that she was screwing your ex-fiance, and you said, hey, friend, let me talk to you for a second. Girl, you know how these people like to start rumors. You sleeping with Deion? And she says, no. And then look you in your beautiful dark brown eyes and laugh. And you say, friend, okay, I'm sorry to even inconvenience you with that. Only to find out that shit is true. And not only is it true, she's bedside. She is the number one at his side as he undergoes as he undergoes surgery to remove his cancerous bladder, the cancerous tumors in his bladder, right? Could there be another explanation? Quit playing with us and get on this platform and talk your shit like you know what it is.
If there's a possibility. I don't know anybody except for the time I got to spend with Tracey. But I'm curious.
I don't like when Black girls act like that. You don't have to present like that. Call a thing a thing. Call a thing a thing. I think it'll help the platform.
Has anybody said anything that could allude to maybe there being another reason for it?
Girl, stop.
Okay, here's the thing. I am a believer that if you're not best friends with someone, that their exes are someone you could date after they're done with them, after some time has passed, right? I don't think
you can do all of that, but be a woman about it. If they come and ask you, okay, if that's your notion, if that's your ideology, but woman up. Okay, yeah, I'm dating him. I'm sleeping with him. I'm next in line. Yeah, but that's not what happened.
I think that it's right to be able to put a man on layaway so he never can date anybody else that you have ever met or you know. Is it in great taste? No.
Claudia, let me find out you got a little bit of hoish, snakish tendencies. I'm not saying you can't or you cannot. Everybody's different. But Claudia said you cannot put a man on layaway. It is what it is. But say it with your chest when asked and or confronted.
No, it's not. But that's where I think Karrueche, when she could have reached out to Tracey and just said, hey, sis, we're cool. I don't want any problems with you. Just so you know, I know you guys have been broken up. Like the engagement was and canceled, called off. I was, thinking.
No. You're saying one thing and then contradicting yourself by saying, I need you to roll out the red carpet and give me a courtesy flush. Okay, and give me a heads up about the shit so that it doesn't stink. No, either you gonna stand on it's okay for you to have any man you want in the ecosystem, or you not gonna stand on it. But don't in one breath say, it's okay, shit, you can't put a nigga on layaway, but give me a call. That ain't how that shit works. If you about that life, then be about that life. The only thing I'm saying is Karrueche did not have to call Tracey because Tracey went to Karrueche. You get what I'm saying, Claudia? So we're not going to put in any clauses. Just stand on business. Be honest. We don't need no courtesy calls. But if I come to you and I ask you, then stand on it.
Thinking about, I want to just give you a heads up that we're dating or I might be going out with your ex. So you don't hear it on the internet. You don't catch wind of it on a messy blog. You don't have to hear about it in other places. And I think Tracey, being the girl's girl that she is, and she's not hanging on.
Now, how you know she's a girl's girl? Because she was messing with Deion while he was still married. Y'all, they kill me.
To Deion like that. I think it would have just been a classy thing to do. But I do understand you don't want someone.
Hold on.
No one wants to have that conversation. It's uncomfortable. But that's what grown-ups do.
Do you believe that maybe at the time Karrueche and him weren't seeing each other?
Just why are y'all reluctant to talk that shit about this relationship? First of all, they're both grown, Deion and Karrueche. They've decided, shit, we don't care. We're going to be together. Why are y'all skating around this? I need y'all to blog. I need y'all to content create. I can't listen. Come on now. Y'all trying too much to stay in these circles. Do your job.
But like although you did say Tracey approached her because she was hearing things, like in the rumor mill. So could it be that they weren't at the time, or do you think they were and she just felt uncomfortable because she was put on the spot?
Let's not insult the rumor mill. Let's not insult the streets when the streets are talking. Let's not insult Tracey's intellect as a woman. Tracey is a brilliant woman, smart woman, capable, dedicated, innovative, creative. If Tracey came to Karrueche, it's because she believed the shit and there was some type of substantial evidence, credibility to the rumor. So she decided, screw it. Enough is enough. I'm going to go straight to her. It ain't no they weren't at the time. They were just keeping it under wraps. And somebody pulled her card and said, listen, girl. Oh, girl ain't your friend. She with your man.
Maybe they had just been introduced. I know Karrueche's best friends with Roxy, and Roxy and Deion were doing that show. So maybe I'm assuming that that's probably how they met. That talk show on Tubi. Or maybe they were introduced. But even with that, and it's, listen, Karrueche's a famous and beautiful woman. People probably try to attach her to people she's not dating all the time.
That ain't got nothing to do with that.
But I just feel like I want Karrueche to win as well. Just so we're clear, this is not.
Why? If Tracey is your friend, why the hell you want Karrueche to win? All this fakery.
Me hating on Karrueche because I'm friends with Tracey before people misconstrue it. I'm saying moving forward with women.
Claudia, your platform could be doing so much better if you just burst out the seams. You being too careful for some reason. It just doesn't give genuine and or authentic. It's just not hitting the way it could hit. Like, what's happening? What's going on? It's like you're crawling. You're tiptoeing around yourself.
I think we would be better off if no one wants to have that conversation. So if we sometimes have the uncomfortable conversation with someone that has placed us in positions, given us opportunity. We've hung out, we've had lunch, we've had drinks. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, just so you know, I'm on some sneaky shit. It wasn't while y'all were together. And I just want to give you a heads up. I think a heads up, you're not obligated to, but I think it is a nice.
Now, if you want to jump on somebody ex-fiance's Mr. Goodbar, and you said that's the rules you play by, that you can't put a man on layaway, then you can't put an extra rule. But if you're going to be with him sexually, give me a heads up. No, bitch, I need you to keep that same energy. However, if you go to her and ask her, period, point blank in her face, and she lied to you, that's a different story. But she's not obligated to call you based on your rules.
Nice and polite and an awesome and a grown thing to do. So, I mean, Tracey wasn't some fly-by-night side chick. She was his fiance and they were very public for many, many, many years. So
Tracey was a side towards the end of that marriage. And I'm of the belief until you're divorced, you are married.
Because I want them, and if this is a love story between Karrueche and Deion, for them to start off on a clean slate where there's no dark cloud over it where it's like, ooh, they used to be, wait, wasn't that Tracey's friend? You know what I mean?
Claudia doesn't make any sense to me. I know she's trying, but she's trying too hard. It just don't make sense. You're just talking at this point. It's not landing.
I don't know how close they were, but I know Tracey has posted her and put her in projects and they've worked together enough where they have each other's phone numbers. And even Deion, out of respect for his relationship with Tracey, could have said, hey, I was around.
No, ma'am. I'm going to keep, your rule is a nigga cannot be placed on layaway. Then, okay. The only thing I'm holding on, and I'm going to keep standing on business. However, if somebody comes to you to ask you and you've worked in close proximity with them, they've put you on for projects, they've considered you a friend. I got your number. You got me. I got you, babe. I've got your number, you got mine. And I ask you, I'm going to save you all of the heavy lifting of having to call me. I'm going to come to you. Then you need to speak on it. But all that other shit you talking about, Claudia, you can't be dirty and snakish and say, I want to sleep with him. I want to fuck him. But I guess I need to give you a head. Nah, go ahead and do what you're going to do.
When you were producing the movie with Karrueche, I'm interested in her. We sometimes have I'm not asking for your permission because he doesn't have to ask for Tracey's permission if that's his ex. But when you know people are in this.
Claudia is saying a lot, but she's saying nothing. I don't think I'll be able to finish this, but let me see. Let me go to the next slide. Okay, that was the last one. Let's see.
Same circles. It would be nice to get a heads up, like just so you know, I don't want you to hear it in blogs. That,
but are they cordial enough to have that conversation?
It's not about cordial enough to have that conversation. It's a freaking question. Hey, are you dating so-and-so? Yes. Carlos, of course they're cordial enough. Tracey has put her on. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? You got my number, I got yours. If we weren't cordial, you wouldn't have my shit. If we weren't cordial, I wouldn't put you in movies. If we weren't cordial, I wouldn't be hugged up with you. Claudia started this off by showing you a photo of them in a warm, tight embrace. What are we talking about?
I think they had a mature breakup. Okay. It wasn't like fuck you. It wasn't like,
oh, I'm sorry. She's talking about Deion. He's talking about Deion and Tracey. Of course they were cordial enough. They had similar announcements. She let him take the lead in announcing the breakup. That's where you went wrong, Tracey.
Like that. Tracey's not like that, and I don't even believe Deion would be like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I've hung around both of them, and I adore them both. And I just want people to like. There's another like. Celebrities are never gonna get away with being secretive. It's always going to come out. You know what I mean? So I just feel like, of course, I'm gonna ride for Tracey. That's my friend, but I just feel like the big picture it is, and people gotta stop running away from the hard things. Well, run towards the hard things, actually. Put up. I'm not asking.
I couldn't follow you. I got it, Claudia. You was making sense at first, and then it just went nowhere fast. But anywho.
Let you go, Coach. Don't kill the messenger. Everyone seen Karrueche by your side during your hospital visit. Everyone wants to know what that friendship is about.
We got a bad connection. I got a bad. I can't.
You gotta go.
I came back.
Shout out to Coach Prime, man. Coach Prime, man. Clap it up for Coach Prime, man. Coach Prime.
Y'all, this is it. Karrueche snatched that lady's man. She's living her best life behind the scenes. He's yet to claim her publicly. Now, Karrueche, when Deion starts to Deion on you, I don't want to hear nothing about it. Okay?